Well, Maria, people getting ready and realizing that the time for those preparations is running out. As you talk about, President Trump did sign a federal disaster declaration. That opens up some federal funds and crews, some teams that can come in and help out as this storm begins to inch closer toward the shoreline here. I want to give you a look. Usually Waikiki Beach is packed right now. You can see not that way. There are some tourists out getting a last little bit of sand and surf in, and of course before these storms you always see the surf riders out there on their boards and getting what are increasingly growing waves here off of Waikiki Beach. Right now the situation is most are inside and preparing for what these forecasters are calling the biggest storm in this area in the last 3 decades. Rain is going to be the major issue here. Flooding is almost certain. They expect that several of the low-lying areas will be underwater. As for leaving the island, that's pretty much over at this point. A lot of the airlines have shut down planes both in and out of the area and won't reopen them, they say, until it's time for the storm to pass and everything is safe. The storm continues to track toward the shoreline at this point. It is expected to make a dramatic turn and just brush the island here, Oahu. But again, it's going to bring some strong winds, those heavy rains, and that's going to be an issue for the next 24 to 48 hours here. Another big concern for officials is the fact that you have so many tourists here and across the Hawaiian Island chain who really have never experienced a hurricane. Many curious, others not really exactly sure how to handle the conditions. They've really stressed to those who are here on vacation to make sure they take all the precautions necessary, and all of the hotels along the strip here along the front edge of the shoreline have measures in place, including secure areas, Mario, where they can come to if they need to get out of their rooms and stay safe.
Indeed, and you're talking there about tourists, and from the pictures we're seeing, yeah, they don't seem to be that concerned about what you're calling the biggest storm in 3 decades. Tell us more about what the immediate steps would be for people living there when this makes landfall.
Well, it's almost too late to start boarding up and sandbagging. There are still some people doing that. But at this point, we expect to see, we're getting a spitting rain right now. We expect to see the stronger early bands from this monster hurricane in the next couple of hours here. And that's going to deliver those pounding rains that are going to continue. For those that are still trying to prepare, what local officials have said is get enough supplies, food, water, make sure you have medicine available for 14 days. There's a big concern that the power is going to be out for an extended period of time here, and getting it repaired is going to take some time as well, especially in those low-lying areas we were talking about earlier where it'll be difficult for crews to get in until that water recedes.